Everybody, and welcome day number 2 of the Lincoln Rehab. We've got Trailer Swift on site with us here, and that's been a really big help because it's been raining off and on since yesterday, and that's mostly on today. So if you recall, yesterday we kind of walked through and we started our demo on the project, and we had to get all of that old tile out and then put it in the dumpster and then get ready for a clean slate with some solid substrate on there, so that the new tiles will have a nice firm foundation, so that they're not going to crack, they're not going to bend, and we're not going to get any issues with grout lines later on. So let's go take a look where we've been at here. So here we are in the hallway, and the hallway was pretty hard to do. I mean, it was God, it was almost 2 inches of mortar mix on top of metal lathing, and then it was a slate tile on top of that. So you can see a picture of what that looked like from a side profile view. And well, what really made this job a lot easier was a tool called the jack cart. And so that was a demo drill with a 4-inch flat blade on top of it, and then a cart that could basically adjust up and down, and it was just a really big help and to kind of get underneath this. It didn't do so well with the metal lathing. It really worked well on the masonry, it worked well on the tiles, but when it came to the metal, it did kind of grind up. So we managed to get all of the top off, and then it was just a big cleaning process. Very similar to the Newton mudroom with those lath and plaster walls, except instead of plaster, this was straight up masonry mix. I would even say it was a degree of concrete. So here we are now walking into the bathroom, and then the bathroom has pretty much been all taken care of. And so here's a couple pictures of us just ripping it down. And the one thing that we did do a little bit differently is we do have our hardy backer down here, and instead of going right on top of the plywood like you see here, plywood's kind of a little soft. It doesn't look like it's very much more than a 1/2 inch, so that's pretty thin for plywood. So I didn't want to go right on top of this because it's got some spring to it. So what we ended up doing here, as you can see some pictures, is we ended up gluing down an underlayment board, and then that's a triple ply is what they call it, and so that glues on, and then these hardy backer boards go on top of it. So that glue really acts like another layer on top of the plywood, and that's going to make it a lot stronger and a lot less springy. So I'm not too worried about that hardy backer being there and having any issues with the tiles cracking, because that's a big thing. So that's where we're at. This is the end of day 2. We got all the demo, all the dirty stuff done. We got the bathroom all done, so now that's ready for tile. But first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here, we're gonna do that triple ply, glue that on top of this plywood here, and then put the hardy backer boards in here. So we're gonna get everything all prepped up and ready for tile, so that we can kind of go just from the bathroom and then into the hallway. So that's where we are, end of day number 2. And then yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow and we'll finish this up, and so we'll give you another update then. Thanks for checking it out.